Well, I am connected to my file locker. I have completed the Photoshop phase of everything. So it's time to start up Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver is starting up on my computer. And I'm going to make sure that Designer is checked, and I'm going to tell it to reset Designer. Don't need my welcome screen, so I'll say goodbye to that. Need to pull my files up. The file I want is the opening index file. So let me bring that into my window. And of course, it's having to drag all these files across the network, depending upon the speed of the network at this particular moment. Sometimes it moves fast, sometimes it's a little slow. Okay, I've got my everything is visible. I am on source code. I want to make sure that you're not sitting there staring at the CSS, but I'm on source code. And to make things easier, I'm just going to go to the code view for source code. We are actually going to type in some text. We're going to type in an HTML command. It has to go in the head area. Of course, my head area starts here and it goes way down to here. But to make things easier, I'm going to come in right after my title line, and I'll give myself a couple extra lines. Now, you may be looking at your source code and going, oh no, my title is on line number 15. Well, don't worry about that. The line numbers these are not things that are important. These are not things that are must be. You may have extra lines in your source code. I may have fewer. The line numbers don't matter. What we're looking for is the position. And I want to come in after um, where my title is. The command I'm going to start typing in starts with, and if I can get this to type, open bracket, link, REL, looks good. I'll pick that up. And it wants to know what am I going to put in there. I'm going to call it a shortcut icon. Now I need to tell it where this icon is. I'm going to pick up the href. It wants to know if I want to browse for it. Yes, I do. I'll double click on that. And I'm browsing in the images. I guess I need to double click. And what I want is fav-icon.ico. I'll tell it to open that. And I need to close off the bracket. Okay, let's look at this. I have link rel equals quote shortcut icon quote space href equals quote images slash favicon.ico close quote close bracket. Well, let me go ahead and click on refresh because I have refresh on my computer. You may not have it on yours. And I'm going to go back to the design mode. And I don't see a thing. I don't see anything at all. Well, you're not going to, because it just doesn't display that until it gets to the server. That's what's called a server push. The server would be the one that pushes out that particular icon. So even in the live mode, we're not going to see our fave icon. But what I do see is this asterisk. And that asterisk says you better do a save all. Save everything we've got on the page. Okay, I've saved everything.